confidence for every Christian, clear thinking for every challenge, and courage and grace for every encounter.
I'd like to explain another variation in the tactical game plan. That is how you can use the first two steps of our tactics. That is, you're gathering information about the person's point of view, and you're also gathering information about the reasons for their view. What do you mean by that? How did you come to that conclusion? And I want to show you how you can use those two questions to, as I call it, stay out of the hot seat. Now, the hot seat is where you find yourself when you're not so much in questioning mode, but you're in persuasion mode. You're having a discussion with somebody else, you're advancing your own view, and the person is coming back at you with a bunch of challenges and objections that you don't know how to deal with. You are completely out of your depth. Now, there's a way you can deal with this that is not difficult at all, but I want to make an observation. One of the goals of the tactical game plan is that you stay in the driver's seat, even though you're not doing all the talking, most of the talking even. You are still guiding the conversation using questions, okay? But when you're in the hot seat, when somebody else is coming on strong against you with all these challenges and objections that you don't know how to deal with, who is in the driver's seat now? You or that other person? Obviously the other person, and you're feeling it, okay? We can change that very quickly. I want you to think about switching immediately from persuasion mode into student mode. You're going to stop trying to persuade the person because they have challenges you can't deal with, and you are now going to be a student of their view, okay? You're going to turn it around, and here's the way it will sound. You're going to say something like, wow, you have a lot of objections I don't know how to deal with, or you know a lot more about this topic than I know about it. So I'm wondering if you could do me a favor. Can you slow down a little bit? Let me get a piece of paper, maybe, and I'll take some notes. Tell me clearly what your view is. Write it down. And tell me then your specific reasons that you hold it. And I'll track that too. Notice those are the first two questions. What do you mean by that? How did you come to that conclusion? Nothing new here. We're just applying it in a different way. But when you say, hold on a little minute, a moment, you know more about this than I do. Can I write some of this down? What do you mean by that? How'd you come to that conclusion? If you say that, who is now in the driver's seat of the conversation? You or the other person? No, not the other person. You are. You're now directing that where you want it to go. And then you say to them, now let me think about it. Now let me think about it. And them's the magic words. Because when you say, now let me think about it, do you have any further obligation to answer the challenges? No, you've already admitted that you can't answer the challenge. You want to get an education so that you can consider it. Now, this gives you a tremendous amount of freedom and latitude and rescue in a circumstance when you're in the hot seat. What do you do next? Well, you do what you say you're going to do. You think about it on your own, at your leisure, when the pressure is off. This is where you can gather the information to make you ready, now that you have the ideas down clearly, make you ready to respond to the issue the next time. That is a simple way, using your tactical game plan, to get out of the hot seat. At Stand to Reason, we help Christians have the courage and the grace to share their worldview with others. If you want to see more videos like this one, go ahead. Click the subscribe button.